So Colin Moriarty out here being the clown that he likes to be every once in a while, right? He has a tweet that says, "Where are the PlayStation 5 exclusives?" People insincerely ask, as Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Helldivers 2, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Rise of the Ronin, and Stellar Blade launch within a 4-month period. Maybe stop crying and see the forest for the trees. That's a good place to start.
Oh
Okay,
wow,
so
so poetic.
such a wow,
I
what a
wonder if
scholar.
he lives in that if they live in that poetry when it comes to
Mm,
Xbox. You
mhm.
know? I mean, keep the same energy,
That's a good
right?
question. That's
Or
a
is
good
it
question.
just poetry for PlayStation?
So let's just think about this for a second.
You know what's funny about
Everything
that?
what?
None of those are first party. Grand Blue
Exactly. That was
Fantasy
gonna be my
Relink and
question.
Helldivers 2 are both on PC.
Yes.
I don't know
So they're
when Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth and Rise of the Ronin and Stellar Blade, but Stellar Blade supposedly already getting a PC port already.
Oh,
I mean, it's clear that they're all gonna go elsewhere because if they stay where they are, they're already
The
dead
numbers are tanking. Yeah.
franchises and dead games. So there's no it's either they're gonna get them out and move them on to another place where they can actually try to make some money, or they're gonna let them die there. But again, we're not gonna listen to him for long. But
Colin,
just
let's
hear
start
him.
with you. Who needs sorting out this week from you?
PlayStation,
I know there's a long list,
PlayStation
probably.
fans need sorting out this week.
Oh shit! Let's hear it.
Hey, babies, I want you to listen carefully, okay?
Oh, he was
Yes.
talking about
Because I can't take it
PlayStation.
anymore. Where are the games?
Dude,
Where are the games?
I'm drowning in games, guys.
Do you like video games? Have you paid any attention to the games that have come to PlayStation 5 this year? Listen, I don't want to be disingenuous. I understand what a lot of people are saying when they say we want more first-party games. We all would like more first-party games. I want them to be of a high quality. I'd rather have fewer of them and much more high quality consistently, which I think Sony has achieved since maybe the middle of the PS4 era. But
Okay. Well,
a mono focus on
There's a
first-party content is really ignoring the forest for the trees. If you
Right.
are involved with any non-Nintendo hardware for exclusives only, then you are in the wrong place. You should go buy a Switch and immerse yourself in the first-party content there.
okay. So his point was already made, right? So he understands that what people are saying is that they want first party games, right? But what he is saying is that why are you acting like you're here on PlayStation to play first party games, right? You should just be happy with everything because all those other games matter way more than first party exclusives. It is what it is, right? He wants fewer, by the way. Did you hear him?
oh yeah.
He
Higher
this is your
quality,
leader,
fewer
ponies.
games.
He wants fewer first party games. I don't know how much fewer
I
you
don't
can
know,
get
dude. I
than
don't
one
know.
fucking game a year, but maybe it's one every other year, Colin. Maybe that's what you're looking for. But of course, the homie Abdel
Let's go.
slapped him up. You're a hypocrite, and everybody knows it. You want to give Sony all the credit for games they don't own, but neglect Xbox the quality games they actually own just because it was acquired somewhere down the road. Okay, it's time. Let's listen.
I don't think Microsoft deserves credit for a lot of that. Psychonauts 2, not your game. You know, Deathloop, not your game. This year, Ghostwire Tokyo, not your game. Fallout or Starfield, not your game. And we're going to talk about those later. So I feel like the proof is still going to have to be in the pudding as far as can they deliver? Because their big marquee game, Halo, no, definitely not. Definitely not by any objective measure. I don't think Microsoft deserves credit for a lot of that. Psychonauts.
Okay, let's go back up and see what games are out that PlayStation should be credited for.
CMoney and
Grand Blue
Doodle.
Blaze or Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Helldivers 2, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Rise of the Ronin, and Stellar Blade.
Within
There's only
4
2 games
months,
on
you
that
guys.
list that Sony actually had a hand in helping. Go ahead, Moonlight.
Sony bought publishers way back when in the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2. They bought out publishers. So what is the difference now? Because PlayStation don't got the money now for it. So when Xbox does it, it's a bad thing. But PlayStation does bought out Bungie. They can't. That's a publisher. What's the difference? Xbox bought the whole studio because they got the money for it. That's the only reason they mad. Because Microsoft got the money. PlayStation don't got
Absolutely.
shit. Because Sony's. What does Sony got? CDs they get.
Well, they're getting rid of their
They're getting rid
DVDs,
of
so
the disc, right? So what are they making now?
The
bro,
only thing they got is Sony Music, movies, and PlayStation. PlayStation really doesn't matter anymore because they don't got no games, no first party. Just one game, so it's no point in buying a PlayStation. So those are the only two things they got.
well, that's why you see them actively moving away from PlayStation, right? Like that's just the reality of what they're doing. But it's just funny that this guy comes over here and goes ahead, talks shit, tries to discredit Xbox for going ahead and getting content for its players that are owned, right? Those are first party titles. No matter how you cut it, it's ours. And obviously, you see where we are right now, right? Where we have so much that is here, so much that is coming. It's nonstop for us. We're in a whole nother place now. That is why he's doubling down on the wanting fewer, right? He wants to make himself feel like it's a choice that they're choosing to have fewer, that they're only going to have one game a year because it's quality that they're bringing. Even though, even
Not if
though
it's like Spider-Man 2, it ain't.
we know factually speaking that they have everyone that is a leadership position at PlayStation has told us that they were going to have to redo the way they make games, that they were going to have to scale some things back.
Does that sound like quality to you, CMoney? Does
Does
that
that
sound like they're
does that
gonna?
sound like fewer games so that we can have more quality?
It
Or
doesn't.
does that sound more like we can't afford to make enough games so we could only give you one at a time and the quality is going to be reduced because that's all we can afford?
That's what I'm hearing.
I mean,
I don't know where you guys
that's
are.
that's what I hear when I hear this because clearly in this updated tweet, right? Not the one that Abdel has, but 8
C
hours
Money.
ago. This
Did
is a
you heard
big thing.
about the? Did you heard about the They're not gonna make the PS5 Pro
What do you mean?
because when they was talking about the CDs, they was talking about a console they canceling.
Send us the link.
Yeah, send me something that says something about the Pro because the Pro
I was
never even
watching
the Pro
Alex
doesn't
on
exist.
Saturday. Oh no, it's
Mhm.
Alex, and there was literally somebody who posted something that they made no mention of the PS5 Pro, no mention of the PS6, and went straight to the discless all digital PS7, the mythical unicorn of the PlayStation universe.
Yeah. Now, listen, obviously we know that we don't know whether there's going to be a new console. We don't know what they have going on. But I can tell you right now, in the here and now, with the PlayStation 5 that they have, the console that they're trying to get people to buy and to that these ponies try to defend with their games, right? What this guy's talking about, what Colin is talking about here, like in the actual mess in the recorded video, he says that he was talking to PlayStation fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when he writes the tweet, he didn't bring up, the PlayStation fans, right? He's just talking generically, right? So he's talking to anybody who might feel this way. So we are not screaming where are the PlayStation 5 exclusives. See, he chose those words there to fit his narrative, right? He
Yep.
wanted to act like people were saying, "Well, where are the PlayStation 5 exclusives?" Nobody that I have seen anywhere has said, "Where are the PlayStation 5 exclusives?" What I hear from every single person is, "Where is PlayStation first party games?
What he's trying
Where
to
Other
is
big
the
thing
first
is,
party?"
What he's trying to do, CMoney, he's trying to defend his purchase. He made a bad purchase. He bought the PS5. He's sticking with it. And he's crying about it because he said, "Oh, but we only got one first-party games. How about the third-party games?" You bought the PlayStation to play first-party games, not rely on third-party. Is Xbox doing that? No. It is least mad games right now. We just saw even more. He just mad because his PlayStation don't got nothing, and people are complaining. He's mad about it because he like, I bought this PS5 and it's better than anything I bought. He's trying to defend his purchase. That's what it is. It's pride is in the
I
way.
mean, he has a brand, right? So he's going to always defend that brand, right? That's just the way
Now,
it is.
correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Colin also the person, like Vince C said in the chat, the lack of first-party PS5 games doesn't matter to me? Wasn't everything for all of the PlayStation generations up until now always, we go for quality with PlayStation first-party because that's where the games that we want are at? And now they're saying that the first-party games, out of the CEO's mouth himself, they're getting one a year. Sure, it may be quality, but nothing that we've seen lately from them is quality.
And it's only one a year, even if it's the best fucking game to ever release in the world. Okay?
And if that
You do it
flops that
one
year,
time,
and that's the only
it's
first
over.
party that they're releasing that entire year, what are they going to do? Close down that studio? How many first party games are they going to come out with then? One every like 2-3 years?
And think about this, Power Boss. If it's one game a fucking year, do you think that every year they're going to, I don't know, switch the genre to a different type of
Absolutely
genre to
not.
hit different type of no. So that means every year they're gonna release the same genre game
I
every
mean, look
time,
at their
which means
top
the
games
same
already.
third-person
Their
bullshit.
studios, Insomniac and Naughty Dog, what are their biggest titles? They're all the same.
It's gonna be the same shit. So that one game a year brings no variety. It leaves them exactly where they were. So they're
What, they're
banking
going to have one
on
new
people.
mechanic?
Yeah, they're banking on people saying, "No, I just want to be on PlayStation because I just want to be on play just because." That's the answer that they're banking on people. So when you stand at that counter and you have an Xbox in front of you and a PlayStation, and the guy's like, "All right, which one you want to get? Xbox or the PlayStation?" Well, the Xbox has Game Pass. They have 42 first-party studios that bring in Game Pass games day and date every month or every year. You get countless ones, and you're gonna have
No.
on top of
ABK,
that
they have 80
first-party,
studios.
third-party game. Well, however, man, crazy amount, right? So on top of that, right, they're gonna have day and date third-party games going in every single month throughout the year, nonstop. All you have to do have Xbox and a Game Pass subscription, and you're set. Well, why should I get a PlayStation? Well, they might release one game a year, maybe from that first party that they have. That first party is dwindling though. You know, they bought some and now they're closing some, so I don't really know. The games of service games they came out with already flopped, so we don't know if they're going to be any more success. They do money hack games, but since they're not theirs, you don't ever know what game that might be that they're going to money hack. So you just have to. It's like a buying a PlayStation 5 is like buying blind bags. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't know. And
In the,
oh, by the way, that game that they money had it wasn't made for you. Those people made the game to go everywhere. So you were gonna get the game anyway, but they just pay for it to exclusively keep it off of other consoles. Yeah, but there's only like 3 or 4 of those a year too, right? So I don't know. Let's see. 42 first party studios, multiple day-to-day Game Pass games a month, every single month, all year long,
Third-party
CMoney.
games.
or the shitbox PlayStation that doesn't have shit to its name.
CMoney.
What's the sell here? Go ahead.
It's another thing. When Phil Spencer got into Xbox, it was already dying. He invested into gaming, hard body. PlayStation Ben had a chance. His first investment was Minecraft. He waited. The second investment, Bethesda. Nobody was not paying attention what Xbox was doing. They was investing in themselves, in a franchise, in a brand. PlayStation was sitting down on their ass, not doing nothing, and that's why they're in the spot right now, because they was not doing what they were supposed to do. They was not making no good investments. They was firing people left and right, kicked the right one out, and picked the dude don't play games. Can't even hold a damn controller.
I remember that picture.
And I'm
Yeah,
glad
it was
that happened,
horrible.
because some people need a wake up call, and this is a perfect wake up call. And I'm glad these ponies are crying, because I hate when they always talk shit. And now they on the other foot, and it feels so good.
Facts. So Farku says Colin would preach about first party constantly on his podcast at the start of this gen. Now look at the BS he's trying to pull. So
Yep.
I mean, but that's the thing, right? We already know this, right? We know ponies, we know the way they move, we know the way they think. They self-soothe on a constant basis.
They
They're
fit the narrative.
always going to spin the situation to make themselves feel better about where they are. For instance, Colin knew, let's be clear, he knew that there was no money to make a lot of PlayStation games. He knows this. He knows this 100%. He sees them struggling. So what does he do? He says that he hopes they have fewer games. Yes, all of my listeners and all my followers on Last Stand Media, let's all let Sony know that we want as little games as humanly possible. Okay, if we could do 0,
That'd be
that
fantastic.
would be the best.
But that's to show that's how shitty the games are that they're freaking making. Do you think that these ponies are excited for Astrobot? After all the bragging and the bullshit that they say about the games that they deserve? Do you think they're hyped up and ready and lined up to buy Astrobot? I don't think they are, dude.
No,
They're not.
no.
So
Something Vince you
what
just
I'm
put in the
hearing
chat.
is keep Astrobot and work on something else.
So Vinci says ponies said that Palworld and Starfield are flop because they lost 90% of their player base, and now so is Helldivers 2. So I ran the numbers on that, right? Now at the peak, we'll say that about 750, which was the max Helldivers 2 server capacity. If they lost 90% of their player base, that's what, 18,000 people?
Mm-hmm.
I think was the last count. And there was like 36,000 or something like that, or 32,000 on PC Steam still playing Helldivers 2. So Palworld hit 2.1 million concurrent players. What's 90% loss of that? It's still over 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
And we even see right now that after the Sekajira or whatever, how you pronounce the
new
update,
it went up to
there's
130.
130. So it's still got a strong player retention base. Where's the Helldivers 2 redemption?
For sure. So agreed. So Vinci, obviously, yes, Helldivers 2 is a flop for sure. It is absolutely a flop for a live service game. Sales wise, it sold. Like let's be real, right? On PC, it sold. PlayStation didn't sell shit. So again, Hiroki Totoki's looking at PC like there's our money. Fuck these PlayStation dudes. How do you know? Because listen, if I tell you right this second, right now, if Astrobot did not have all that PlayStation shit in the game, that shit would be coming day and date to the Switch. 100%.
Oh, easily,
bro.
Did you see that the game for Astrobot is bigger than Elden Ring's base game?
A what?
Astrobot is a 66 gigabyte download for the PlayStation. Elden Ring is only 60 gigabytes for the base game.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell are they throwing for 66 gigabytes worth of a download in that shit?
I have no idea. That's some stupid ass shit. The homie, Forza motherfucking legend, What's
Let's
good, my man?
go.
Thank you for
Welcome.
being here,
Thank you for
bro. Thank you
rocking
so much for
out.
that $5 super chat. Says
Thank you.
just came back from the Bahamas with my
Woo!
wife.
Let's go.
Damn, dog, that's fire, man. Hope you had a
Yes.
great time. Says yes, welcome CMoney and Doodle. Hope all is well.
Aw.
And yes, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. I'm a slap a pony on God.
On God,
On
baby.
God.
Let's
Yo,
go.
they deserve
Thank
it.
you
Well,
for stopping by. Thank you for rocking out. Shout out to you and your wife. I'm so happy
facts.
you guys got to spend some time at the freaking Bahamas, y'all. That must have been amazing.
Yeah, that's just fire. That's fire right there.
Um,
But yeah, I mean, listen, just to kind of give you guys an update. I don't know if you've seen, but there's 7% pony slash bitch ass in the chat right now.
Holy
7%.
crap.
So good on you for clicking the button that said bitch ass, no doubt. 4% are pony bot traders.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Again,
Okay.
it's always funny. You know, pull a poll up and people are like, oh, yeah, that's me. Sounds about right. And we got 1% Nintendo, so we're at 89% on Xbox. But that's just a fun update.
CMoney and Doodle.
Go ahead, bro.
Astro Bot, I think it's gonna sell because the ponies are starving. They got no first party game. That's the only first party game they're gonna have.
But that never helped them before, bro.
They're gonna buy the game and not play the game.
Yep.
Honestly,
They're just gonna buy just to buy it.
I really do not think that people are going to show up for that game in any meaningful way. You got to remember, you're taking a game that no one has ever purchased before. For the
I got the
most part,
perfect
right?
example of what's going to be the scenario of what is going to happen to Astrobot. Hi-Fi Rush. First party, it's going to sell 1 million. Hardly anybody's going to beat it. Or even play it.
Blast.
Agreed. Of course. J Shot Blast, what up, my dude? Thank you for
Yo.
being here, brother. The homie
Thank
was with
you.
us on last Thursday, right? End of the month
Yes.
blowout. J Shot Blast, dope dude, man. Imagine being a bitch ass, right? Like you would think that you would see that there and be like, let me not click
Let
that.
me not.
I'm not gonna identify as a bitch ass. Ponies don't give a shit. Ponies know. Ponies
Yeah,
know their
that's
place.
me right there. Let me click on that.
Sounds right.
I can just imagine that shit.
Listen,
Oh
Jesse
man.
Darby says, me, I'm just a gamer. Good. But still, you're not a bitch ass. That's what matters, right? Look, they sit there, they much rather matter of fact, if we took out Pony and just put bitch ass, those same 7% will still have clicked bitch ass.
That's possible. That's
Probably.
possible. For sure.
They would
Just because they don't want to
literally
fall
clicked
into any of the other ones.
Anything else? These ponies are rebels.
Dion Landis says ponies can't read.
I was just reading that.
Oh my god.
Oh
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
ponies really can't read. You saw if you watch Oh No It's Alex, he is a supposed pony. He asked him to read. It was funny.
Yeah, I was
If
there
you
for
was
that
there,
like 2-3 Saturdays ago.
and if you was there, CMoney, you're gonna be dying. You should
You
have
would
been
laugh your ass off.
there. It was like
I
the
can
dude. It was like the dude said you could land on gas giants. Just imagine that, but 10 times worse.
Nah.
That's thrash. That's just wrong.
Twittery
Oh my
Snake
god.
says, remember Chris Dring claiming Astrobot Playroom sold 57 million because it came pre-installed with the PlayStation 5? That's some cracked out
It was a
shit.
free
right
tech
there.
demo. Hell, I probably have it downloaded on my PS4.
Listen, we platinumed it. Well, the girls played 90% of it, and when I saw it was there, we said, "Oh shit, is this the chance to actually have a platinum on PlayStation? We've never ever had one." And yeah, we did it. We finished it. So we have a platinum on
It's a
PlayStation for Astrobot.
creative game. It's no Mario how they're trying to freaking claim. Come on,
Listen, as
guys.
a
Let's
free
not be
game, it was
stupid. As a
dope
free
to have a
game,
free fucking pack-in. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
They
Like,
got
sure.
really creative with the way that they had the PlayStation, kind of like all of their, old systems and everything else in there. I like that, but like the one game that you're gonna release a year. That's it. That's what we're doing, guys. That's what we're going with.
I mean, that's the problem, right? And again, why do you think they did that interview, dog? Why do you think that dude did that interview and said that really don't need PlayStation to make this game? We could do a bunch of PlayStation stuff in there, right? Because they're getting ready to go on the Switch.
Oh, I
100%.
found it
The
funny as
next
hell that the
game
devs
is on the
themselves were
Switch.
saying that they were trying to separate Astrobot from the PlayStation brand. The devs themselves were saying that.
That's what I'm saying. They said they didn't need
They're
them.
willing to do that. What do you think
Yeah.
that means? I mean, I'm sure the idea of like gutting the freaking game, if it wasn't going to cost them as much as it probably would in time, they would have gutted that bitch and see if they can put it on other platforms.
See, this is the thing. It's funny, baby, because you had mentioned, it was creative, right? And the thing is, it was creative for what it is, but also it's a handicap game, right? Like they use the PlayStation stuff as the thing that entices you to think that they came up with something cool,
Yeah.
right? So they put the little cameos from PlayStation stuff here, cameos from
Mhm.
PlayStation stuff there, PlayStation hardware, right? To make it feel like, oh, look at this. But you really think about what they're doing, they're just using that as a handicap to make you feel something towards it. So
You
as
want to
much
know
as
what
they
was the
say,
only
yeah.
thing that made me excited when I saw Astrobot? The only thing.
What?
When it got to the end of the trailer and it showed every single PlayStation accessory, console, controller over every generation. That part was cool.
to see the old
But
shit,
see, that's
it
the
was
Well,
on
to
thing.
the
You
see
other
can
one too,
see
the
everything,
like
first
the
game.
all the
library, right?
peripherals, all the peripherals.
But I see
Gotcha.
what you're saying. It's like, well, it's like an homage, right? Like, look at what
Exactly.
we've done. Look at what
Yeah,
we
but
are.
every
Look at
fucking game you're making is a fucking
exact.
homage.
But
So the
that's the
next one's the
thing.
same shit.
I
More
get what you're
PlayStation
saying.
stuff.
It's a commercial,
Yeah. They're
essentially.
gonna save
It's a
30
sob story. It's a
PlayStation
telenovela.
characters. Yeah. Like motherfucker, you even got 30 characters anymore. Okay.
Place
Let's be real. You have like 5 characters that you guys have now, and you barely even making those games for them. All right. Like, come on. Man.
PlayStation lost their touch a long time ago. They got no creativity. That's why they made
Yeah, they
Astro
lost
Bot.
their way.
So
They
the
really
creativity
have.
is dead. That's why you see Spider-Man mixed with Wolverine. Their creativity is dead. They dying out. People don't want to admit that, but
Mhm.
it might not be the last. Might be the last PlayStation. Might be the PlayStation 7. That's gonna be the last one.
Dude, I don't know if PlayStation 6 is happening at this point, bro.
No, I mean the PlayStation 6. I was thinking, oh shit.
Skipping? I don't know
Yeah, I
where
was
this
skipping.
PlayStation 7 shit came from. Like,
I-
motherfuckers. Like,
Because of the
could
new
be
little article that came out about the 250 jobs that Sony's cutting that are physical media department or something like that.
well, we read that
And
article on the
the
show.
next console is going to be coming out. They're not talking about the PS6 because it's probably going to be a digital console with an add-on for the disc drive, and then the PlayStation 7 is going to be all digital and no disc drive add-on at all. They're just going to go away with it completely.
I can tell you right now, that entire concept is fucking ridiculous. Look, the only
Absolutely.
way it works for PlayStation to keep making shit is if they're just okay with it being just a box for third-party sales. I mean, that's just what it would be. Because at this point, that's really all they are anyway. Right? I mean, think about it. All their entire year, this year, has been third-party sales. Helldivers 2 is second party, right? But even then,
Mhm.
I think the PC version of it is some type of separate deal. Because I think that's why they're so butthurt, and that's why they
That's
were
why
trying
they're
to
so
force Steam
desperate,
players
dude.
into getting the PSN sign-in
Something
because
is
they wanted
going on over
something to win
there. And the
on
same
that
thing with
side.
Stellar Blade and every other game that I'm sure they're gonna go ahead and have on both platforms is going to be a situation. I think there's some type of something in the contract. They probably don't make as much money on the PC sales, or I don't know exactly how that's playing out, but there is some type of situation where they feel like they can't let that go. like they're not accepting it, and I don't understand why they continue to make the same mistakes.
Because they think
Right.
PC people is the ponies, and you can't treat the PC people like ponies. They too smart. Honestly, they don't even pay for like us consoles players. We pay for online. PC people, they don't even have to pay online. If you really think about it, and their games are way cheaper. So why should
I
they
mean,
pay for it for a
as long as you're
PlayStation
connected to
game?
the internet, Xbox doesn't either. You get free updates for 90% of damn near
No,
everything.
I'm talking about online. Online.
Yeah.
Oh, do they now?
So I want to go to G4 because he says ponies fail to dot coloring books at
Oh, yeah, I
dot
was gonna
coloring
say
books.
that.
Nice.
He's out here giving Sony ideas on what else to make for these ponies. Maybe we need coloring books now with all of your characters. Maybe they'll go out and buy that.
It's true. It's true. It's
Look at G4 out here saving
it's just wild
PlayStation.
because that's what that's why they follow people like Colin, right? And they sit
Pretty
there and
much.
they, they go ahead and
He doesn't have
they
good
eat all
content.
this
Why else
up.
follow him?
It's just because it makes them feel better about their situation. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. Outward Lyric says, "What is second party? Is that basically a collaboration?" Well, it is, right? Because the whole point of this is that Arrowhead, right? If Arrowhead doesn't own that IP, right, and it's just Sony's, Arrowhead made 2 of these games. If Arrowhead says, "You know what? Nah, we're good, fam. We ain't making another one. You fucked us last time. We'll do our own thing." Right? Then
Yep.
that's the end of that shit.
They can make the third
Right.
one if they have enough profit and capital, and they can make it for whatever system they want to at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously I just my question is PlayStation even gonna be maybe not even PlayStation, is Sony even gonna care enough about PlayStation in 2028 when the next console is supposed to come out?
No, they actually
It
they
don't look
really
like it.
mad because they was just talking about that. One of them was just talking about it. They was mad that what is PlayStation is because they not doing nothing for Sony. Honestly, they mad about that 'cause
Not
they losing money.
it wasn't Herman Hulst. It was the other one, the co-CEO with him.
I didn't say
He
who
was.
it was.
The other
I think that's who it is.
Nishimu? Nishi
I
Nishi
think that guy. Yeah.
that dude, Nishimu. I don't know if that's right. Crispy Brown says, "I apologize. I'm always messy." And the fam can agree because, yeah, I am messy. Listen, we're all
We all
about the
messy.
messy. We all about the messy, bro.
Yes.
Um,
But listen, I don't think that Sony gives a shit about PlayStation right now. I think that's what we're seeing. I think that's what's playing out.
I agree. It's not a it's not a rational thought these ponies have. Like they can't see things rationally and see what's actually happening. They live in like this la la land that they create in their mind. It's that Pony Island. I'm telling you, that video game, I think, is a documentary. People are thinking that it's a video game. There's literally a game called something about My Pony Island. It's a documentary. You go, you play the game, and you visit all of them. And like I heard that like Dreamcast guy was in the game, J Dub, right? What's the other pony? MBG. What's the other one?
In which game?
Marlin Gaming. They're all in the Pony Island game. Yeah. They
Oh,
they all signed the deal. Yeah. You go and you visit them on the Pony Island,
J-Tech.
and they're still sitting there playing, like The Last of Us Part 1 on PC again,
Remaster.
and the
All right,
remaster of the remaster.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, money.
It-
You.
it's
I
it's a
thought
good
you.
game.
I thought
Breezy,
you
what's good, fam?
video cord one of these ponies in the wild. You still got that video? The ponies in the
Which one?
wild.
Ponies in the Wild.
Yeah, the one that you give them a lot of energy.
Oh, with the pony powder?
Oh, you mean the Pony Powder video?
Yeah.
Isabendo.
What's going on?
Fucking shit, that's hilarious. Eastside was good, fam. All right. So, ultimately, guys, are we thinking that that Colin has ingested a large amount of the pony powder? Is that what it is?
I think he is trying
He's on
to
like the
shift
super
the
pony
narrative.
powder.
You got
That's
the
that
pony
pony
pop.
store. They hire on their own
Extra strength.
suppliers.
It's just like,
Kinda
oh my
like Coney
god.
Island with added salt. My God, Void Rat. Hey,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
curious.
Jesse Darby
CMoney. Oh, good.
Hold on, let me read it. Let me read this, then you'll hit me with it. Jesse Darby says, "Come on, let's be real here, Doodle. They don't support their games. What makes you think they're going to support a comic book?"
We all know they can't read. They look at
What?
pictures.
Bounty says, "Sorry about early. I had an emergency at work. No worries,
Oh,
man.
no
Hop
worries,
hop
fam.
back
Thank
in
you
if you
for
can. I'll put
stopping
the link
by.
again.
If you can, come back in.
All right, Eastside, hit it. What are you talking about? What was your question?
Now, CMoney, no disrespect to you, but this question is to
Oh,
Doodle.
god damn it.
CMoney, if you put the pony video again, there's something that it's written in Spanish in the bottom of it. I don't know what it says. Can you translate it, please?
Hold on, let me see. Why am I
Yeah.
muted?
I don't know. I can hear
Mineral
you.
salt. What?
Mineral
But in Spanish, but what they're trying to say is like, what substance is that?
Yeah.
That's the gist of the question.
Yeah.
So it's pony
Okay.
pop. You know what I'm saying?
What kind?
Okay.
Like what
I was
kind
just-
of
I was just curious.
salt is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What substance is it?
Look
Yeah.
at CMoney trying to
Look,
answer. Like he
Listen,
knows
I know the
Spanish and
answer.
shit.
I know the answer. I know the answer. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Becca?
Becca was good,
Yo.
fam. We're discussing Colin's clown ass talking about how all the first party Xbox games don't count because they bought them, but these third party games they should be happy with. Oh man.
Hideo
The bad thing
Nishino.
with Colin, yeah.
Mhm.
The bad thing with Colin Moriarty for me is I used to be a fan. Like when he was on IGN and when they first started Kind of Funny, and he was just doing straight up PlayStation content. He'd always done it. Very well spoken dude. What at the time I thought seemingly, pretty intelligent, uses a large vocabulary. So I was like, okay, this guy's pretty cool. He seems like he's got his head on straight. But ever since he got away from Kind of Funny and is just doing sacred symbols, like he's just been leaning into this the PlayStation grift that all the other grifters are doing. He's just doing it on a higher level. He's doing it better. Reforge has taken Colin's shtick by just throwing big words into stuff, so people think like he's
Logician
legitimate.
himself.
Yeah, but it's like these takes, this blatant hypocrisy of like now PlayStation doesn't need exclusives, like that's gone against everything he said even before he broke off on his own, dude. Like I remember watching him back in the IGN days. Like this is a complete fucking 360 for him. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Where it shows is his degree from college doesn't matter because he's not good at his job.
Well, he's grifting, dude. If you've watched him in the past, he's a smart dude. He's grifting. You cannot tell me he believes the stuff he's saying. He's an intelligent dude. He's grifting.
I don't know. I see a lot of
No,
people.
he's just making himself
went to
feel better,
college, they're
dude.
not
It's
that
just
smart.
self-soothing, bro. I'm telling you, it's simple. It's not even that deep. It's him seeing his place, knowing that PlayStation's in the situation they're in, and he wants to feel better about it. So instead of dooming and glooming, okay, what he does is he changes his narrative to make himself feel better.
Yeah, because
So before, Xbox needed to have first-party games in order to be seen and recognized as a success.
like
Now
know
it's
Bill
not that
Gates is,
necessary
right?
in his mind. He thinks third-party is fine. It's just a new narrative.
You ever see money? You know who Bill Gates is, right?
Never heard of him.
All right. Bill Gates never graduated college. He dropped out.
Absolutely.
And it shows he didn't want to go to college because he thought it was stupid. It's a lot of stupid people in college. and then you made a successful business, Microsoft. Think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
watch
no.
Silicon Valley.
Half of these supporters are not even good at the jobs because did you see the article that what's it called? It was some article about some game journalists didn't want to view a game because they didn't want to do that. If they did, they was gonna quit their job
I didn't hear about
to
that one.
play a game. What's the name of it? I'm trying to remember the name.
Well,
Hold up, it's gonna take me a
I'm
second.
sure. I'm
It's gonna
sure
pop
it's
up.
something, but
I having a brain
at the end
fart
of the
right now.
day, I don't think. I mean, college is college, man. Some people are super successful with college. Some people are super successful without college. It just depends on the situation. But you still have to be good at something, right? So you can't, not going to college and also not knowing how to do shit. It's not going to lead you in a good place, right? So you have to.
I
at
don't want
least
to put
have some
anything
skill.
bad about people that didn't go and graduate or go to college at all, because some of them don't go to college out of necessity. They have to go straight into work so that they can support their family. Some don't have the money to pay for college and no means. So, I have no problem with people not going to college. It doesn't mean a person ain't smart, because there's many types of smarts.
Absolutely.
There's book smarts, street smarts, application smarts.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
it's too
mean, listen,
many. It's too many people that go to college and they're not that smart and they got a degree. It's like
Doesn't mean
There
that they're
are
not
a bunch
smart.
of
They're just not book
dumbasses
smart.
that did go to college.
it's like
look,
this
at the end of the
teacher.
day,
This dude
it-
asked his teacher to spell river, and then he said spell ID. The ID. So
I
she
don't
said
know.
it's not the same.
It doesn't matter. Listen, at the end of the
What
day,
is
these
the
people
little
Oh
will
no,
do
it's not
shit,
ID.
whether they
Driver
do or
license.
not.
Driver.
So
So if
Fark
you spell
you,
river and then put the D in front
it's
of
all
it.
it's all good. Fark you says Colin is the co-owner of Lily Mo Games. Check out the crap his studio puts out, and he has the nerve to criticize others and their games. Bro,
Oh,
I'm gonna take it one step further. This motherfucker has been on record multiple times saying how he wishes that he can get his games on Game Pass. Dead ass. Multiple times on record saying
Let me
he
check this shit
wishes
out.
that he can get his game on Game Pass. Yet this motherfucker is like, oh, how does it work? How can they make any money? I would love to have it there, though.
that's what I'm talking about, bro. It's just like envy and just bitterness out there. That's why they do this shit.
Facts.
He's grifting. He's grifting.
So he has 4 games out. One of them is on the Xbox Series X and S. And if you have the Xbox One version, you can upgrade for free. And all 4 of the games are on Steam, it looks like.
Is it?
I'm sorry, the first
Never heard
game
of it.
is also on the PS5 as well.
Now I
Never
don't
heard of it.
believe. I
What's
don't
the
Obviously
name of
believe
the
not a
this.
game?
success.
The 4
Don't even put it
games
out there.
are
Don't even
Okay.
don't advertise this shit on here. Let
Fair enough.
motherfuckers go find it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Advertising for this
Fuck
bitch.
that shit.
The fuck out of here. Fucking
Hey, you don't want me to say it, I won't say it.
Hey, fucking advertising this shit here. This guy. Oh my god.
The first one I think is really fucking funny as hell, because it's based
Yeah,
off his
'cause-
fucking podcast.
Yeah, because it sucks.
God.
Arnie says Sony owns IP for Helldivers, not Arrowhead, from what I could tell. Yeah, exactly. That's why this is the situation. It's just a second party deal.
They don't
that they
own the
have.
IP. They own the publisher of the IP. Arrowhead owns the IP.
Are you sure about that?
Arrowhead owns the IP. Sony's the publisher of the IP. I'm pretty sure.
Really? Google that shit. I don't
All
want
right.
to be doing no false information out here.
Mm.
All right.
I'll double check.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Oh, we got the homie Spartan
Yo.
661. What's good, man?
What's up, fam? Welcome.
Hey, family. You guys are awesome.
Oh, thanks,
Oh,
bro.
you're awesome, bro.
Glad
Thank
you're
you
here,
for being
man.
here.
Appreciate you coming. So, Gogo Pole says Colin's just an entertainer. He sees himself as Joe Rogan. He has a weird ego. Well, he was on Joe Rogan's show once, which I think is the reason why he has that ego. Whoa, Spartan, check your
Mike.
your mic.
Is it
I think
okay?
it's hearing the audio from, I guess, the stream.
All right, hold on.
The homie G Mania, my dude. Thank you,
up,
brother, for
fam?
being here, man. Appreciate you. Thank you
Thank
for
you
that
for
$5 super
rocking
chat.
out.
Says people shouldn't diss the PlayStation 5. It's a great console. I use it every day to charge my phone and headphones.
Oh,
Oh man, you got me good.
You're right,
You got
CMoney.
me good.
Sony does
G-Mania.
own Helldivers IP.
oh.
They do, right? Yeah, they
Yeah.
own it, but it's a second party studio, right?
Yeah.
So they basically have to find people to make this game. Arrowhead made the first one, which was a completely different game from the second one.
Yep, it was top down.
And yeah, it was top down. Now the second one came out and found some success on PC. Clearly, nothing finds a success on PlayStation anymore. So that is just an island of shit. Can you imagine? God damn, if you're somebody who's making a game, like it must be so bittersweet, like a double-edged sword, right? Because it's like they're like, wow, we're gonna put our game out on a major console like PlayStation. But it's also like, wow, no one's gonna buy our shit on PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's such a stupid ass situation
Which
over there.
makes you wonder why in the hell would anybody sign some type of deal to make it exclusive, right? And limit themselves.
Actually, we have something we're gonna talk about
Absolutely. Later
probably
on.
next that is going to allow us to kind of look deeper into this whole scenario actually.
But
Go
see,
ahead.
money.
Yes.
I think he's not pretending to be drifting. Honestly, he's a pony straight up, all the way. Because he was rocking PlayStation, defending it.
Colin?
Yeah, he still
Colin's
defended it
100%
now.
a pony. Yeah,
So
I'm telling you, he's not,
he's
he's just
automatically a
self-soothing, bro.
pony.
This is
Pony never
Colin
gets
is
one.
like the original pony, dude. He's like the
yeah, he's
original
like the
pony.
reason
So I
he's
don't
like the
believe
reason
he's
that
a
name was
drifter.
created and shit. But
He
listen, at
gonna
the end
die
of the
on that
day,
hill.
I'm telling you, this dude is not he's not stupid. He knows what's going on. He believes what he's saying. He just makes it in his mind to make sure that he feels good about the current situation. Again, no one in their right motherfucking mind will ever say, God, I really wish they would just make less games. Please, Sony, don't
When they're
make any more.
barely making
Come on.
anything,
I
dude.
want so little games from you. Just keep a good quality. They're not going. We already know that everything is going backwards for PlayStation. Everything is
Mhm.
changing. They're shifting everything. Everything is no longer going to be the same. We will see. Well, actually, see, this is the thing, right? Sometimes shit happens right in front of you, and you almost like don't take it all in. You know, like you look past it or you look through it and you're
Yeah.
not actually seeing. So, like I was just about to say, we'll see what happens when we start seeing, you know, their first party come out. But we are seeing that already. They're already telling us what's to come. The fucking Lego Horizon is coming day and date on Switch. That is what they're showing us right now. Hey, everybody, look at us, world. Look at us. We are going multi-platform right now. We're not waiting till next year. We're not waiting till a following
Absolutely.
year. It's happening now.
Like you said before, if they were able to put this freaking robot bitch on any other platform, they would do so.
Immediately.
Right? So wait until they get, if this Lego game does well on the freaking Switch, oh my goodness. because I don't know how well it's going to sell on PlayStation. I think there is some type of hope on the Switch. I mean, unless, Nintendo fans feel a certain type of way about it being a PlayStation game
The
and
three
they choose not to
games,
support it.
the three games people gonna play on PlayStation is Call of Duty, Xbox game, Minecraft, Xbox game. They still playing it, and all the other third party games that you play online, except Helldivers, except they own. So you really think about it, what is PlayStation making money off of? Off they
Dude, PlayStation's already capped off, man. The players that are on there, again, let's be clear, bro. It's the casual box. That's the only reason
yeah
they get any play is the casual box. That is it has the mind share. So the casuals who play Call of Duty every year and live their life with that shit, they are the ones who go and they buy a PlayStation because they figure that's a console. They don't give a shit which one it is. They see the commercial. Call of Duty gets extra fucking skins or get extra fucking guns or get extra this or that on PlayStation. Then go fucking play it. It's just what it is. But that's all dead and gone now.
yeah, but
That's
I know,
all dead and gone now. The
PlayStation is
reality is
mad.
we're gonna see what comes once this shit starts to fade out. But Spartan 661, man, what's up, my dude? You came up here, got some bars. Go ahead,
Yeah.
spit, man. What's going
Hey,
on?
I got some bars. Can you hear me?
We can hear you,
Yes.
bro.
Okay, just want to make sure my everything's clear. Look, I love the fact that how we had memory cards, especially even starting with the PlayStation 1. Instead of having to leave your system on, because I'm old school like that. I'm actually over 40 years old, and I know what it's like to be like a gray beard, but I'm not gray yet.
I'm like,
But-
was that a jab? I feel like that was a jab at my little grays. They're popping up over here.
Hi.
But I mean, come on. You guys got to think about it. We had memory cards, right? It went through the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, the Xbox One original, and then we don't have kind of memory cards except for now the Series X, right?
It's not really a memory card. It's more like a hard drive
I know, but
in the shape of
that's-
a memory card.
That's how time and everything is all evolved. But man, how can anybody think that PlayStation makes you pay to keep your saves and or your anything that you have on? I just can't do it. I can't do it. PlayStation sucks.
You talking about cloud saves?
Xbox does everything
Yeah,
through
the cloud saves,
PlayStation
having to
sucks.
pay for that.
Yeah, Xbox, you
Yeah.
just get it.
Yeah, it's such a stupid. They're anti-consumer, bro. They're anti-consumer, and that's the crazy shit about it. Like, it's because nobody. That's why casuals go there, right? Because casuals don't know any better. Casuals don't understand. They just show up. They don't fucking know about that cloud save shit not working. They have no fucking no fucking clue whatsoever. They just show up and play the game. And not until they have to go buy another system or something else happens, and they're like, "Oh shit, what happened to my save?" Oh. No, that doesn't go unless you pay, right?
See, money, you're right. And another feature that I didn't appreciate either with the Xbox, when people say quick resume, like when I first heard it, I was like, okay, whatever, that sounds cool. One day, I can't remember what game. I think I was playing Dead Space or something, and there was a thunderstorm here, and my power went out. And you got to save in that game, so all my shit went out, my internet, everything. About an hour later, the power came back on. I booted up my system, thinking I was gonna have to replay all the stuff that I had played. When I turned on my Xbox, boom, Dead Space came up at the exact same spot that my power went out at. I was like, "Oh, quick resume is amazing." You don't really understand it just by saying it. Like you have to experience it.
Every time I go back to a game I haven't fucked with in a while, Like for instance, I was big into Dragon's Dogma 2, right? I was
Mm.
pumped for it. I kind of got that. I bought part 1 like on sale the week before it came out. I was like, "Oh shit, this is actually good." I'm pumped for part 2. So I got part 2, been playing it for a little while, but then I stopped because I got caught up with other things. But every once in a while, I just kind of turn it back on, and it always catches me off guard because I'm like standing in the middle of the fucking forest or some shit, like wherever I just stopped playing. Like it's crazy how it just always knows. It just keeps you there. Even if you unplug the console, do whatever, it doesn't matter.
The
Xbox
click
quick
resume
resume
is
is
awesome.
amazing. They're supposed to be bringing it to PC as well. So that's
Absolutely.
that would be dope for there as well. But
Yeah.
obviously something
It-
PlayStation can't handle, right?
No, they cannot. Dude, come on, please.
Yeah, it's a problem. But nobody talks about this stuff, right? Everybody wants to ignore all the amazing shit that Xbox is doing because of people like Colin who sit here and try to downplay Xbox's successes and highlight shit like this, which again, he is supposedly talking to PlayStation people. So he's admitting that PlayStation players are not happy that there's no first party output from Sony, and he's like, "Chill, bro." You know what I'm saying? Like, no, no, no. We want less games for them, guys. Less games from Sony. Say it
Listen,
together. Less games
unless
from Sony.
unless what he wants, listen, Helldivers 2, Concord's coming out. Maybe he's like, listen, keep these games. Stop bringing these games, right? Stop putting your money into extra shit and maybe like gather your pennies and put it into that one game you're gonna go ahead and make. Which is not what he's saying, but listen, that's what I will be feeling. Like, listen, stop releasing stupid shit.
Yeah,
These
but
games that you're backing and you're trying to keep exclusive, they're not freaking selling.
he's doing is being unregenerate and being a hypocrite at the same time.
You mean disingenuous?
Colin?
Yes, that's what I meant. And a hypocrite at the same time.
Well, we know this is what they do. This is what they all do, right? All these ponies come out here claiming that PlayStation's the shit. We know damn well what we're dealing with.
So why is
Anyone who goes ahead and defends the fact that PlayStation's releasing one freaking game and they think that that's genius in some way or another, it's full of shit.
and what he's
You
doing?
can't possibly say I want to play games and you're okay with them not making games for you.
Hmm. But he's a
Especially since the narrative was on the other end.
yeah, but he's a journalist helping out his friends from PlayStation. That's the thing, so they don't get fired, because they might be in the next chopping plot. Honestly, how PlayStation going right now, they on the next chopping plot.
Dude,
He
so
just
many
trying to save
studios
them.
on PlayStation side right now are 100% on the chopping block. Bro, Concord is I don't know. I don't know if you guys been seeing it, but there's been more of it being coming out. Like people showing videos of it, playing it. Their little Twitters coming out. Posting stuff. The game looks whack, bro. I'm sorry, mid as fuck. It's just a mid as fuck looking game. At this point, even if they gave that shit for free, the shit will still do dog shit because nobody wants to play that game. It looks generic. It looks boring. Doesn't look exciting at all. Fragpunk looks way better, even though they're not the same type of game.
Not to
Still.
mention, even if Concord was for free, yeah, they might get maybe 100,000 more players for a week. But at the same time, look at the other games before and after that are coming out from Xbox. That game is DOA, especially with them announcing that you need PSN for mandatory play. They didn't learn anything from Helldivers.
You're right. They didn't. It's just what it is, bro. They didn't. They're fucked. It's just so stupid.
The thing
Slimy
with
Mucus. What's good, my dude? says y'all need to separate Xbox and PC from your daily polls because we ain't the same, bro. I feel you, but we only have 4 slots. That's the only number we can have. So we got to have a pony spot, we got to have a pony bot spot, and we got to have an Xbox spot. Then there's PC, Nintendo, and neutral. Motherfuckers got to go somewhere. And let's be clear, even though the group of people may not be the same, to Microsoft, to Xbox, they have a
PC is still
Windows
the closest because the PC Game Pass.
They have an Xbox Game Pass, right, for the PC, right? So if I can turn on my PC and play my same save on my Xbox as I do there and just bounce back and forth if I want, they're the closest. You know what I'm saying? They're cousins, right? Now, sometimes you don't like your cousin. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. Doesn't change the fact that they're cousins. You know what I'm saying? Just, Microsoft owns both platforms. Okay, like, let's be clear. So, just they're a cousin you don't like. You know what I'm saying?
All right, hey, do you think Halo's, or not Halo, Bungie's new game is going to actually do something? Really?
Marathon? Hell no. And that's going to be multi-plat everywhere day one anyway.
Did you say Halo's new game?
I meant to say, Bungie, sorry, because
Bungie's
they're
new
synonymous.
Gotcha.
Sorry, but I mean...
No, it's okay. I was just confused.
Marathon.
Yeah, so Marathon, I mean, at this point,
Yeah, they better hope they hit.
we don't even know if they're going to release that shit, bro. I got to tell you, honestly, think
I
about
heard
this.
recently that they scrapped and started from scratch for a
Dude,
Marathon.
They already got reviewed by the people who they let play that game.
Nobody wanted to
said
play
that it was trash. Yeah.
Yep.
People were not happy with it. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a shit. Toyo Snake said it. Marathon is DOA too.
I see them absorbing Bungie, dismantling the company, maybe retaining some of the talents, some of their other studios, and nobody's going to be working on Marathon, and they're going to cancel another game.
Dude.
Oh. All right.
I feel it. I don't disagree with you. I think that Bungie, at the end of the day, they signed their fucking death certificate.
They really did.
When they got into
That
bed
is a
with
fact.
Sony. That's what they did.
Xbox didn't want them back.
No, man. And look at this. I know my homie Dion is probably in here. Okay. I'm not talking shit about the quality of the game, Dion. I'm just saying the new fucking DLC for Destiny is not popular.
I heard the story was actually kind of good. I watched somebody play it.
But
it does
what
look
I'm
all
saying
right.
is that numbers wise, right? The story is not going to put money into fucking Bungie's pockets.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm talking about
I
what
haven't
it
played
did.
Destiny 2 and like
Look, I
probably
immediately,
almost a year and a half.
fucking Dion.
CMoney.
I'm not saying shit about the quality of the game. I'm talking about it didn't blow up. We didn't get any news that millions of people returned to Destiny, or it's in the top fucking however many played. Is it in the top 10 right now on Steam played? With players
I don't think
right
so.
now? Can you check? Do you know how to find out how many people are playing on
Yeah,
Steam?
give me 1 second.
I got an answer for that.
Destiny
what's the answer for that,
sucks.
Moonlight?
I'm sorry. Hate me. Destiny
I don't
sucks right now.
I got an answer for both of those things. Because PlayStation don't like putting money into online games. That's why you see what's that game called? They just released that shit. I just forgot the name for it.
What?
Helldivers 2?
Helldivers shit. Yeah, nobody bought it on PlayStation.
Yeah, but they didn't update that shit or nothing. They didn't put new things in there. So why you think what they do for the other games they got for online?
Well, I mean, listen, technically they added some new story lore shit and had some new
They're not putting no
Decepticons
effort
or
in
some
there.
bullshit, some new bugs that landed there, and maybe some robot bugs. I don't fucking know.
They didn't put nothing
Okay,
there.
I have no idea. But obviously, it's not that Sony doesn't want to spend money on shit. Because clearly, we could talk all the shit we want, okay? And it's very easy to talk shit about Sony's bullshit. But let's be clear. As stupid as it is, these motherfuckers still spent $350 fucking million trying to make Spider-Man. So it's not let's be clear. It's not that they don't fucking spend money. They have clearly spent money to make the games. The problem is that now that Hiroki Totoki's on board, he's like, motherfucker, what are you spending that money on? Didn't you see Xbox just released the best looking game ever created? Hellblade 2 for what, a hot 50? Like a hot 50 mil? They could have made fucking 7 of those games with what we made for fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, but they had to pay Disney too.
Well, but I'm not saying that. The point is, it doesn't matter. The whole point is that they're still willing to spend the money. They have shown that. It's just that nothing is hitting.
No, what I was
There's
saying
a big difference between if they spent 350 million on fucking Spider-Man and it made $1 billion like Call of Duty does, then they would never fucking even blink twice at it. They'll be like, hell yeah, 350 every day. Bam, bam, bam. Right?
What I'm saying is, CMoney, they ain't make no profit because they had to pay Disney, so they ain't make no profit.
I know that. I understand that, but what I'm talking about is you said that they don't like to spend money on online games or they don't like to spend money. I'm saying that they're willing to spend it if it's
they were willing to
successful.
spend it if the money was guaranteed to come back. They were making these certain type of games, and these games were selling. They went ahead, they spent stupid money on Spider-Man. Yes, they paid Disney for for Spider-Man. Then on top of it, they market the shit out of the things that they feel will go ahead and benefit them. So they're not afraid to spend money when they feel like there's a certainty there. The problem was, and they even went all in with the freaking second game. It was Spider-Man 2. They went ahead and they went all in, even though maybe the last one didn't sell to their standards. They went ahead and they put out the game. But now it's kind of like, how do we continue to do this shit? We can't spend this type of money if the money's not coming back, and then some. It's stupid.
Facts.
They got the talent for it, but they don't got a lot of talent for it. They don't got that much studios because they fired most of them. Because if that's not how they want it as, they gonna fire your ass. That's why PlayStation's in this spot right now. Because they fired most of all the good people, and most of all the good people left because they was getting tired of Sony's bullshit.
A lot of people got freaking fired. It wasn't just them leaving. I think that they just have trouble. Listen, I think also Hellblade put a lot of things into perspective for them. I think seeing how they were able to make this game, the freaking graphically, the cinematics, everything that went into that game, and they're out here spending stupid money and they can't even compete with it. I think that'll make your ass sit the fuck down.
There you go. I got you.
And figure out somehow how you can go ahead and maybe deliver this type of game without spending that kind of money.
They can't.
All right, so there's 97,000 people playing Destiny right now. Destiny 2. That's not that bad, theoretically.
At Destiny's final shape launch, it's 314,000. So almost reached the total peak that they've had on Steam. Now, this isn't counting Xbox. This isn't counting PlayStation. It's just Steam numbers.
Yep.
Okay, but this is the DLC launch for Final Shape. And it hit a low of, as soon as I can get it here, 6,800 recently.
But where does it rank right now with everybody else? Like, of all the people playing shit right now on Steam, you know what I'm saying? Where are they sitting? But that's better than I imagined that it was doing. So that's good.
Most played games, Destiny 2 is number 9.
Number 9. How come I can't see it?
I'm switching over to tab now.
All right, there you go. So, all right, number 9. Look, it's beating Call of Duty right now.
Number 1 is Counter-Strike. 2 is Elden Ring, of course. First Descendant, because that just
First
came out.
Descendant, that just came out. I want to try that
Yep.
shit.
It looks pretty good. I played the
Fucking Grand
demo
Theft
a
Auto
couple months
5,
back.
bro. How is there 74,000 people in Grand Theft Auto 5 right now?
The
That
RP
makes no
servers, man.
fucking sense, bro. That's crazy.
RP servers.
Guys,
Listen, so Destiny.
where's Helldivers?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Helldivers 2
there
at
it
27.
goes. Damn. Mm.
After 4 months.
Yeah, I didn't see Palworld.
How they have fallen.
Where'd Palworld go? I didn't
There's
see
no way
Palworld.
Power. You must have missed it. Right
Oh,
there.
wait, there it is.
Power Up.
17.
17.
Okay. I did pass
Let's
it.
go.
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, listen. So look, Destiny 2 is doing fine. When did it come out? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. The Elden Ring DLC number 2, dog. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy. Wild.
Destiny 2 release date was October 1st of 2019. 5-year-old game.
No. I'm talking about the fucking final shape, dog. Why would I explain?
Oh, that was June 4th. So it's literally almost a month.
Almost a month.
Okay, so
So
it's
a
still
month?
popping.
A month. It went from 300,000. So in a month, it lost 60% of its player base from its first shebang. Okay. So let's see how it does the next few months, man. I mean, listen, I hope Destiny does well, you know, for our homie Dion. I don't want him to lose his Destiny.
Fingers
saying?
crossed.
I mean, are there gonna be any more Destiny? That's the question. Don't know.
Final nail.
Oh shit.
Oh my
Damn.
That's
god.
cold.
Oh
That's
my
cold.
god.
Damn.
Ooh.
Damn. Let me get the
Let's
homie Hectic World. My
go.
dude. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. It says Xbox and PCMR for life.
Yo.
The only 2 things you need, man. Only 2 things you need.
You guys
You get
remember this?
everything you want.
When PlayStation bought Bungie, the ponies thought they was getting them Halo.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That
that's
was
wild.
funny. This about to be my
So
head.
Dion says Destiny 3 is in development. All right. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Crispy Bond says Power World was over final shape, but not now. Well, listen, I mean, obviously this thing is a constant ebb and flow, right? So any given moment you could look into it. Halo Infinite,
Yeah.
got 4,000 people playing. That's good. Good for them. All right.
But yeah,
Pokemon
when
with
a game
guns.
first
Wow.
comes out, it pops off, right? And this is what we've seen with Helldivers. It popped off, it did well on PC, and now a 90% drop. I think I heard 95. I don't know if it kept, kept diving, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, look, the game is still people are still playing it, right? But it again, the numbers are just they're not a I guess if Sony was able to get like, I don't know, a bunch of these games that were going at this
Oh my
level would be
God.
one thing.
Tense gaming.
Oh shit. 10
my
gaming,
God.
goddamn. Factions was in development as well.
He ain't lying though.
He ain't
That's
lying.
true.
He ain't lying. I mean, I guess we just
Oh.
don't know, right? We don't know. And
They
that's
canceled
just the
Factions,
reality.
Twisted Metal. They canceled the Spider-Man multiplayer, all of which people were saying were great and wanted. And then we get Concord.
Oh yes. Get ready.
Like, what
It's
kind
coming.
of bullshit is that? You know?
What they were trying to do is they was trying to hit all the boxes. So that hits the box.
What box?
They
A
hitting some crazy
fucking
shit.
Transgender robot with pronouns.
Yeah, doesn't make no sense, but
What is
each your
that?
own.
Concord.
Sony don't
One of the
wanna
characters
pay
is a
for the
transgender
licensing.
robot with pronouns.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I
So
don't
Surf
know about any
says
of that shit.
gamers just move around to next new thing. It's true. That's where we're at right now. You have to be exceptional. You have to figure out how to capture them and then continue to maintain. See, I found it, we're talking about Helldivers 2 on Sunday, and it's like, okay, that was the easy part, right? The beginning to go ahead and sell. Can you go ahead and maintain? And obviously, here we are 4 months later, and no, the answer is no. That's a huge freaking drop, dude. Where's the game going? What's PlayStation going to do moving forward with Helldivers? And that's going to dictate what they do with Concord. Are they going to continue to support?
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna start to support. To be honest with you, fucking Concord ain't looking too hot. I mean, I'm just being serious, yo. I don't think anybody who's being real about it can ever tell me that they look at Concord as something that they're willing to leave, their chick for. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever they rock with on a normal basis. I don't think
They gotta
Concord
have
walks into that
girlfriends
room.
first.
Listen, you're
The-
right.
the
But I don't
thing-
think Concord walks into a room, and I don't think any dudes in there are gonna break their neck for it. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll be happy with their own bitch right now, like their COD or their Fortnite or fuck even their Helldivers at this point. I bet motherfuckers rather stay in to play Helldivers than fucking go to fucking
Listen,
Concord.
they already paid for it, right? Might as well just go back and rub on that. Rather
Actually,
than going to
the-
spend another 40
thing-
freaking dollars. Let's not forget they're gonna charge for this shit.
Actually, the ponies
This-
do got a girl. They got Pamela.
The
Yo, real quick, is Concord
thing-
coming
the-
out on
the
PC
thi-
as well?
Yes, day one.
Day one? Okay.
Go ahead, Isai.
I think the thing is these games could be successful. Concord, the Spider-Man multiplayer, factions. If PlayStation,
Not if
but
they keep
PlayStation does not
canceling
have it. No, listen. The big difference between PlayStation and Xbox though is like a game like Sea of Thieves that released kind of lackluster. You know what I'm saying? Even I bounced off of it. But the thing is, Xbox didn't kill it. Xbox kept allowing them to be creative, gave them more money to flesh out their idea, and then 6 years later, oh look, it's one of the top selling games on PlayStation because they kept with it. PlayStation does not have a history of supporting their titles. They're very short-sighted. Oh, the game came out, it's not successful, kill it. Like they I don't know if it's a philosophy thing or a money thing, but like they don't keep like supporting their IPs or their multiplayer IPs. As soon as they see a player drop or a money drop, they just abandon the game.
Look at Foam
Yep.
Stars.
Well, that's Square Enix, but yeah,
Well,
but like
not according to
Not according to the new
Colin.
narrative from the ponies,
Colin
right?
says that Foam Stars is included in this banger
Absolutely.
lineup.
Not the Xbox ones,
You know
though.
what's funny?
Not
You know
at
what's
that
funny?
time, for sure.
You know what's funny? Look at how that motherfucker he did not name drop Foam Stars. He
It's
said
missing.
Grand
It's
Blue.
not
He
there.
said Helldivers, Final Fantasy, Rise of Ronin, Stellar.